This is number 2 in our
Number
series.
2 in our series.
Can you believe it? We're back again, and you guys are back with us, so yeah.
I know. We're so excited for today's episode.
Yes. And thank you for watching episode 1.
Yeah.
We think.
And in today's episode, we are going to be talking about, drumroll, kind of the struggles that you deal with after a traumatic event or going through something super difficult and kind of...
Like cancer, like a bone marrow transplant, like being admitted to the hospital for pretty much 5 months.
And how it is to adjust to being home and not always having to fight all the time. And it's a huge adjustment, in fact. So let's get right into it.
Yeah, and this can relate to everyone because, you know, we were actually, okay, let's just be honest here. Last night we were on the beach, the two of us, trying to find our sense of normalcy again and our quality of life. And in the evening when the sun was down, and we struck up a conversation with
a random guy, and it turns out he was a nurse.
Yeah, a family. It was a husband and a wife. They were both nurses.
And they gave us he gave us some beautiful words that were very inspiring and very true.
And inspired us for today.
For this video, yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of we got into conversation with him. It turns out he was a nurse, as we said. And he kind of was talking about when veterans come home from war, it's like they've been in fight or flight for so long, and
that's their normal.
That's the normal.
Your brain is wired in fight or flight, and you're kind of stuck there.
Like they're always running from something. They're always running from, he said, example, like the tiger, whatever it is in the woods. But
we all have our own tigers.
We all have our own tigers or demons or whoever you want to refer to them as that. But it was really eye-opening because it was true. I mean, for so long I've been admitted to the hospital, not sleeping, not eating well, dealing with fighting. Actually, that's, you know, we say, we don't like to say cancer patient fights, but okay, fighting for life. You've spent since July 14th of 2020, you know, fighting for life. And now it's so weird because I don't know if it's a thing everyone understands, but it's like for so long I was just there fighting, going through this, going through that. When's the next complication? I'm gonna be in the hospital again. I'm staying here. This is happening to me. I'm having this surgery. And it was always just, okay, let's just find ways to stay alive and just walk. And now that I'm home, it's a weird feeling. It's so hard to embrace the fact that I've been allowed to do more things, allowed a little more freedom, and it's like it's hard to relax. It's hard to find peace.
Okay, I think we should go with that. Because that's what it is. It's like after all of these months of fighting for your life, so we made a decision that we're going home. Treatment has not stopped. He's continuing treatment.
Yeah, I'm still on treatment.
Still on treatment, but that we're going for quality of life. But the thing is, it doesn't just like you flip a switch and you all of a sudden are like, okay, I'm fighting for my life, and then ding, now it's all good and quality of life. So what we were talking about with this really cool nurse, Alex, hope he's okay that I just said his name, is that he said, I hope you're being patient with yourself. He said that to Michael.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that has been the key because you get wired. And it's all of us, you know, you're like on the mouse that's on the spinning wheel is stuck on that wheel. And it's kind of like your brain gets stuck there, and you have to you can't just like jump off and stand up. What happens when you jump off? You're like dizzy and you have to like adjust again.
And take it slowly too. It's not like it's gonna happen overnight, but slowly we learned, and I've been learning that it's
healing, and it's also allowing yourself to do things that feel good for yourself. I remember because I got a massage recently, and I told...
A massage?
I know.
My massage.
And I even told the masseuse that I was like, well, I can't come back here too soon because it just feels too good, and that's something that...
So crazy.
It's crazy because I need to get used to these.
Yeah, we need. That was such a good example, Michael. I love what he just said. I think a lot of us have that feeling like something feels too good, and we're like, oh my God, don't want to go there because
it's got to have a risk or something. So
yeah, or I don't deserve it, or you've been fighting for so long and you don't deserve to have that massage and feel good, but you deserve to be healthy. And it's the same, all of us, like, we have a hard time sometimes taking that break and like stopping our minds from always going.
You know, gradually it improves, because I remember last night we had an amazing time at the beach, and it's like, you just got to keep going to the beach. You just got to keep doing those little things, and it's going to take a long time to heal and to rewire your brain, because again, my brain's been wired to just fight, be anxious, and not sleep for literally almost 2 years, and that's been super difficult. So when I'm home, it's like, when is my stomach gonna get sick? When am I gonna vomit?
When are we gonna be admitted to a hospital?
Right.
It's an anxiety that comes from not having to fight, not wanting to be in fight or flight. And I am sure that it's the same, maybe for students, for people that work, that's why it's hard sometimes when we have big life changes, traumatic experiences, we get stuck in a certain way. And time, and it's so annoying when people are like, be patient, but you have to be patient with yourself. I have to be patient with myself. We have to be patient with ourselves and give ourselves time. And we actually were having this conversation the other night when Michael was like getting ready for bed, and he was like, today was a good day, but not as good as yesterday. And I was like, that's okay. Like, we have to there's going to be good days, and there's going to be days that aren't as good, days that you feel great, days that you don't feel good, days that you're happy, days that you're sad, and that is also okay. And it's good, because we have to rewire our brains to be like, it's okay that sometimes I'm happy and sometimes I'm not.
Yeah, and sometimes there's not just days that are good. It's like you have a few hours that are really good, and moments that are really good, and then you get down.
Pockets of happiness.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes you just have to remember the good things, but it's so much harder to remember the good things when all you've been used to doing is remembering the bad things.
That is true.
The things you shouldn't do because you're on cancer treatment. Like, for example, I was taught, to hate the sun because it was something
hate the sun. He was taught to stay away from the sun.
As much as possible.
To avoid the sun.
And now that I'm allowed to get a little bit of sun exposure, still definitely
with
nothing.
100 SPF sunscreen. Okay.
Yeah.
Dermatologist approved.
And now that they're saying, my doctors are saying I could go in the ocean if I wanted to, it's like weird because...
You can go in the ocean. Haven't done it yet.
I know. It's all these weird things that I've grown accustomed to being against because of infection, because of this, because of that. And now it's like, these are the things I'm supposed
this is what happens
to do.
Sometimes the door opens, but you don't necessarily, you're maybe not ready to walk through it.
Yeah.
And the point is, sometimes the doors open and you're allowed to wait and look, and you're gonna go through it, but you might just not open the door and jump on the other side, and that is also okay.
It's true. It takes a lot of time and courage to do so.
You can go slowly through the door.
Yes.
And moonwalk through the door. Maybe. But I think that's a really good example about the door being open now.
Did you learn anything?
Well, I thank you guys so much for
Yes.
tuning in to Michael and Mom Inspire, and how we talk about the struggles of going through something very traumatic and learning to become kind of yourself again after.
Yes.
And
I thought about what I wanted to say though.
perfect.
Yes. Okay. Because before it was like dark, 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 dark. And it was a pocket of happiness, you know, like a little teeny tiny pocket. And then now what we're hoping is that it's less of the dark and more of the light, but it's not going to go from day to night, right? It doesn't happen like that.
No.
The sun rises and it's slow, and slowly it gets more in light and the sun comes out. And I feel like that's how it has to be for us too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until the pocket becomes a really big pocket, like daddy pocket.
Yes. So,
Okay. So,
yep.
is this a goodbye?
It might be a goodbye, I know, but actually to see you later. That's what you
That was
said
what
last
I said. I
episode.
think it's a ceiling.
So I think it's a see you later, because this series will be continuing whether you like it or not. And we hope you like
You
it.
better like it. We want you to like and subscribe, actually.
Oh yeah. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more content, you know? We're just out here being YouTubers.
Mwah! And as always,
We
giving
love
you
you guys.
all our
And
love.
seriously, thank you so much to those who watch,
And to those that talk to us on the beach and give us good advice,
Yes.
because honestly, this has been the biggest lesson, right? You just meet people, you talk, you communicate, you just never know where you're going to find another bucket of wisdom. Ooh, just got a
True.
new one.
very true.
Bye!
Goodbye.